but also not. Because I think it's more about the journey than the destination. Oh, man.
Okay.
Terrible.
All right. So we are recording
Absolutely
now.
terrible.
We are recording now.
Yeah. Thank you, David.
Now that I have
You're
that
welcome.
all, now that is all squared away. Oh, that scared me. I was like, that whole hour is wasted. I'm going to be so upset.
Wasn't wasted. We're having a good conversation.
I disagree with David.
Oh.
It's all about
Shocker.
having the recording. That's the only thing that matters. Actually, I'm taking it further than Evan did. The only good thing about doing a podcast is having the audio file, but it has to be like transcendent quality. Like even FLAC is too low. We need to have like, the recording needs to be God to
What, like
us.
direct to vinyl kind of shit?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to even like, I don't enjoy talking to you. I just enjoy having the file.
Okay, cool.
I disagree with both of you. I just want the waveform. I want to see the going up and down.
You ever heard of a Dirty Johnny joke?
Sarcasm. It was sarcasm. Okay. I took it too far. I ran with the bit.
No. That was very good. I like that. But have you?
Evan, you want to start us off?
Yeah, sorry. I'm texting Douglas. I can't do two things at once.
Dougal ass.
Douglas.
Douglas? Mr. Dink is my favorite person.
He's asking for names for captains, so I'm just trying to think of like last names.
Captain Morgan.
For captains?
Yeah, it's for his D&D campaign tonight.
Oh.
Captain Crunch?
Earnhardt.
What?
Earnhardt.
Earnhardt. That's a good one. Earnhardt.
How about Captain My Captain? I'm just gonna give you bad ones.
I have Cormley, Ferguson. I put Morgan because I thought that'd be funny. Earnhardt, and then I need one more.
Regent. Or Regent,
What?
sorry.
Regent. There you go. Cool.
Captain Nathaniel Flint.
Captain.
I love that f***ing movie.
Oh, it's so good. such an underrated.
Oh, you should have done...
You can check
you
back
should
out
have-
one of our podcasts to go listen to that bit. I think we talk about Treasure Planet.
No,
right?
we have not.
What?
No,
Yes, we have.
No, we haven't.
We
You
did.
know what? We might have, and we didn't publish it.
No, we did. We talked about it. It was in the underrated movies.
We didn't do that episode, David.
What do you mean we didn't do that
We
episode?
didn't do
I
it.
specifically remember talking about it. Specifically remember we were at the
Hey,
f***ing
David,
church.
go on our Spotify and go find it.
I've listened to our podcasts
Find
multiple
it.
times.
Find it.
Find
David.
it?
Find
Yes.
it.
Fuck. What do I get when I
not
find
that.
it?
Satisfaction of knowing you were wrong.
You will get
Not enough. What else do I get?
you'll get the honor of being of pulling out of thin air because it doesn't exist. We don't have
It
it.
exists. We
Okay,
have talked
find it.
about Treasure
Find
Planet.
it. Find
Okay,
it.
what do I
feel like
get?
I feel like I have, but I know Evan is more familiar with the ones.
We have mentioned it. We have mentioned like our love for Treasure
Okay.
Planet and how much we thought it was underrated, but we never had a fully dedicated episode to talking about it.
Oh, of course we have it. I'm talking about the circumstance of talking about
David,
it.
that is what
It's been mentioned.
we are saying. We are saying we haven't had an episode like to get dedicated to talking about it, and you're over here saying, yes, we
Right.
have.
Wait, but have we had one that had like Treasure Planet and then 2 other movies or something?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking
Look,
about.
We talked. Okay, you, David, you are saying two different things.
GT Rockets.
Oh, don't.
He's
Don't.
saying three different things.
David, we are saying we have not done like an
You know,
underrated
just-
movie. It's too. I can't like.
Fucking with you.
Oh,
You know what? I love Treasure Planet so much. Maybe we should
yeah,
do like a
yeah.
whole Treasure Planet cast.
We should do like an underrated movie.
I think we should
like
just do a
episode.
podcast about Treasure Planet.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Like
That would be great.
The last time I watched it was like 2-3 years ago.
I need another beer.
It
Hold
was
on.
very good. I need 2 podcasts just about Treasure Planet, 2 separate podcasts. And I don't mean episodes, I mean podcasts.
You mean podcast?
Podcasts, yeah.
Podcast.
Like one of them should be podcasts, plural. One of the podcasts should be about
Godsmacked.
the love and lore of Treasure Planet, and the other one should just be more of a satirical take on it about how much we hate Treasure Planet.
David
But it's
stressed
not
me
true.
out.
What are you talking to, Evan?
Who? What?
He said the name David.
I said, yeah, David's stressing me out. Yeah.
It's not my fault.
You know what?
What do you mean it's not your fault?
Your stress isn't my fault.
Bully David. Well, we don't really need a reason to bully David because there's already so many of them.
I am the reason to bully me.
Even he knows.
Yeah. I bully myself all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he's like Treasure Planet, but there's no treasure in that husk of a person.
I'm like the sequel to Journey to Atlantis, Milo's Return.
Oh, that one's so bad. The straight to DVD version or the straight to VHS
Yeah.
Oh, no.
movie. Yeah,
Oh,
no, that was
he's
bad.
like Food Fight.
Oh, like Food Fight.
Oh,
I'm
man.
like, when you talk to people about me, it's like you tell them about like the movie like it's Lilo and Stitch, and then when they actually visit me, it's actually the Lilo and Stitch TV show with Leroy and Stitch.
Oh, Leroy.
that.
Oh no, that was a
You know what?
movie. Leroy and Stitch was a movie.
I know, but
Oh
it was
my-
an introduction to the TV show too.
Yeah, I
It
know,
Came out.
I never
at
watched the
same
TV
time.
show because it looked so bad, but
It was.
it was.
have you
bad,
guys seen What We Do in the Shadows? David is an energy vampire, honestly.
He's an energy vampire.
I am.
Have you watched the show?
No, I haven't seen that.
Do you guys so an energy vampire is a form of vampire that's
He,
the only
he's the,
thing. Mhm.
That's the show where the quote, he's my good time boy. That's the one where
Yes.
that's where that comes from, right? My
Uh-huh.
sweet cheese, my good time boy.
Mhm, mhm. So
I'm familiar with audio clips from it. Yeah.
yeah. So the energy vampire, it's so funny because he's not really even a vampire. He feeds. That's the only thing he has in common. Basically, you know that one person that keeps talking and won't shut up, and you like are trying to get away from them, and like it's 2 hours later, and you've gotten maybe 2 words in, and they're still talking, and you don't you actually kind of don't like this person. You borderline hate them, but they keep talking. You're like, this is why did I come back to church after so long? Like this person will not stop talking
Oh my
about
god.
cheese and their texture. And
Okay, so
4 hours later, you still can't get away, and you're like, you feel like you're being drained. That's how energy vampires feed. That's the whole concept of the show.
I'm gonna
It's
start. I'm
really
gonna start
funny.
the episode now.
Don't you dare talk about my father, Evan.
What?
Don't you dare talk about Daniel, Evan.
I wasn't
Stop talking about your dad, Evan. Stop it. Get some help.
Well, I just got confirmation.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome to Nerdin' Out. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about a topic we've been avoiding for quite some time, our least favorite anime tropes. We're all
And
quite
Discord
astute,
daddies.
and Discord daddies as well,
Discord kittens.
as well as MySpace mommies and the things of the like. So we're going to go into a little bit of
MySpace
the...
mommies real? Those other two are very real.
Yeah. Wait, when did David become the host of this show? I don't understand.
So we're going to talk a little bit about it. I know that we have a lot to share, so we're going to get right into it. Nathaniel, what's a couple tropes that I think would be lesser appreciated in the spectrum of anime? What is a couple that comes to mind for you?
Wait, I'm so thrown off. I'm so thrown off. Oh,
Never heard of that anime.
Haven't
Evan,
introduced-
what is some
Introduce us. I feel
anime
so thrown
tropes that makes it more difficult to enjoy the anime? What's dissociative enough? I know that there's a few that I'm sure come to mind for you.
Wait. Let's start over.
Oh, hold on. I'm genuinely curious. David, are you okay?
Yeah, fine. Why?
I don't know.
What's wrong? I'm being professional. Is there a problem with this?
No,
I came into this with a lot of effort, making sure that the quality I'm giving is one of content and not of just sheer nonsense. And I feel like the both of you are making little and making a mockery of the circumstance.
No, we're not trying to. I was just expecting crazy unhinged David, and we got like very.
But why am I so boxed into that particular? Why is the epithet that I have to be crazy and unhinged?
You don't have to be. You don't have to be. I know I was just thrown off by it.
Am I always crazy and unhinged? Is it just the energy I bring? Because if it is, I mean,
no,
I can't help be.
No, it's just. I guess I was just thrown off. Like I like.
I consider you both close friends. Is this a part of me that's not something that you're okay with?
No. I feel.
I'm just doing a bit right now, right?
Okay, good. Because I was actually kind of upset for a second. I was genuinely upset for a second.
Wait, you're not doing a bit.
I am doing a bit.
No, you're not. You're serious.
No, I'm not. I wasn't.
You can be serious. It's okay.
Okay.
No.
I genuinely didn't want you to think I thought of you that way. I was
no.
Okay, no, I was upset.
Oh my gosh,
David!
Punch you.
I was upset.
I mentioned I almost did acting for Disney. That's something I probably very little or like almost never.
I was kind of upset for a second because I actually.
I know you were. You get quiet when you get upset.
You bamboozled me.
Yeah.
I was about
It's funny because I've known you both for so long. I know exactly the tells. Evan gets quiet and very unresponsive. Nathaniel just continues down a path of like, I need to understand this. Why is this? And then I have to just continue shoveling the coal on top of the dead fire and then wait for the smoke to kindle. And then we're good.
Yeah, I was so like,
yes.
Oh my gosh.
I was just so like, I was like, I seriously want to do this. Am I not? Do I sound like I don't care about this? Like I'm actually upset now.
Thanks. I'll take my Emmy and as well as
take 3. Take all the Oscars too. Dude, I'm with Evan. I was starting to feel bad. I'm like, oh no.
I know.
What have we done?
I know, David. Don't do that. That's so fucking not cool. Man.
All right, shut up, jackasses. So today we're going to be talking about anime tropes. These two idiots have some problem with anime they want to talk about, and I don't know why. I'm perfectly happy with every anime trope, specifically the ones where there's always a spa scene. I'm sure every person who watches anime is very pleased about that trope. But these two have some cynical bullshit to talk about, so I'm going to lean back and let them talk about some existential bullshit and legalities. So go for it, guys.
I like the spa scenes a lot. Like,
so we're gonna talk about top 5 most overshadowed movies. Evan, what's an overshadowed movie?
I'm sorry, what? No,
no, we're not. So spa scenes. I think.
Okay, you know what? This is great. Fair. We were giving him for not being unhinged, and now he's being unhinged. So
that's
I think this is exactly what we get.
Not an answer. Thanks for playing. Next, we're gonna talk a little bit about anime with difficult hurdles. So tell me again how it is that you like My Neighbor Totoro and then you don't like One Piece, Nathaniel.
One is 2 hours. The other one is a few hundred.
Elaborate.
I can't get through 2 hours. I can't get through a lifetime of catching up on filler. A guy with a big mouth and big teeth. But I did watch the Netflix series and it was not bad. I felt like it captured the spirit of an anime show that I haven't watched. So. But I also watched it with people who had watched One Piece or read One Piece, and they said it did a good job of capturing some of the spirit of One Piece. Okay, so are we actually talking about anime tropes we don't like?
No.
Sheesh! Oh my gosh. Okay.
I've gone through like 15 emotions right now.
What are you eating? What are you eating?
I'm eating the charcuterie board that Lotta made for me.
I'm drinking water.
Yeah, it's cheese, crackers, and
does it taste like content? Because that's what we should be chewing on right now.
Okay, David. Jesus. What is going on with you today? Like seriously, it's
You don't want me to be serious. You don't want to be unhinged. What do you want from me?
No,
Am I just
it's-
fluff?
Wait,
no, David.
Oh my
I
god!
can record a laugh track. Do you want me to be a laugh track? I can be a laugh
David,
track.
stop it!
Wait.
What is happening right now?
Oh god. Okay,
Alright.
I'm done. I'm reverting
Oh,
back to my
I'm ready.
previous save state.
Wait. Okay. Talk to us, David. What's going? Because you're bamboozling the two of us a lot back and forth.
This is the whole podcast. I actually have a hidden list from both of you
No,
on
you
secret goals
No,
for
you-
the podcast. I do. I'll
Well,
read
show
3
it
of
to
them
me.
right now.
Show it to me. That's so scary.
Oh, I don't have it on Google Drive because I don't like Google Drive, but I have it
But
on.
do you
I
have
can
it?
try to share it. I can try.
Oh
to
my
share it
gosh,
on
that's
something else.
actually terrifying.
Oh
I can just
jeez.
copy the text. I can just do this. I'll just copy the text and put it into put it
Discord.
into
Dude, this is like some like meta analyzation of us both.
My
This
whole
can just-
goal with it.
This could just be a whole like,
Actually,
side thing itself. This could just be a
I-
whole.
That was the point. I literally
Yeah,
have
what?
written here. Goal number 1: attempt to hijack a podcast, confuse both guests, and allow myself the entirety of the control of the entirety of the podcast without any actual conversation to be held.
Oh my God.
Create dissociation with the actual point of the podcast and understand nothing from what went on.
what?
Wow.
Literally have it written down here. Second one, actually, I shouldn't share the other ones, but that's one of them.
What?
So,
Well, no,
I
because
gotta
he's
do
still
that.
gonna try to do it, and like he's still
Yeah.
gonna try to do it. That's the whole point.
Oh,
And if we know what he's trying to do, we're not gonna let it happen. That's the whole point.
true. Bro, you just psychoanalyze the crap out of us and manipulate.
I was trying to figure out. I was like, I'll do this later. And then when I had the list open, I opened the other one up while we were like closing out the last one. I was like, this would be a good time to just like really make things difficult because it's unconsequential. And then I'll just I'll pull the curtain back and reveal the old man with the levers, and they'll just be like, oh, it's David.
the old
okay.
man with the lovers.
The
You have more
levers.
than one.
Crab pot.
Oh, lever, lever. Pull the lever, Chrome. Bro,
Wrong lever.
that was very uncomfortable. Props to you for pulling that off.
Thank you. It actually didn't take much effort. I'm actually kind of shocked.
Because we weren't expecting it. Oh my god.
I mean,
Okay.
that was the thing. It's like that you have a way that you talk, and then when it's just like straight, like you don't like just straight talk, which isn't a bad thing. Like I don't mean that in a bad way, but usually when we're talking about something, it reminds you of something else, and you start talking about that. But you were just so like straight cut. I was like, he's like. There's something going on where it's like he's like rushing through this, or like there's something like on his like something's off. And I'm like something's weird. So, like,
I was like half very impressed, half like, man, David's
I just
A
know the
different
pace of
person
us.
now?
So I was just like, how do I jar them both out of this pace and throw them off? How do I get them to kilter a little
Wait,
bit? So it's
but
like
you didn't do that with the first episode
No.
we did you? Or were you doing
well,
it the whole
no,
time?
No,
you
no,
kind
no, no.
he kind of did. He was
I
like
had to
he was
I
just
had to
he just
test
went
the
straight
water.
he just went straight in and just started hosting essentially and just started leading the conversation.
Well, I'm
I
talking
did
about
it.
the previous
Yeah,
one,
no,
the first
yeah.
one we did.
Yeah, the
You
first
were
no,
doing
but the
Yeah,
the
the fir-
previous
yeah, the
one it
first
was I was genuine with the previous one. The previous one I was just like I was like I'm sitting here looking at like the clock and the time of like our podcast, and I was just like,
Mhm.
oh, it's like already been 33 minutes. And then when you messaged being like wrap up in 5 minutes, I was just like, okay, I know us, that's already hard. Like we're gonna have to get some like somebody's got to be the one to just like
Stop it.
hold the door closed. Yeah, and we all are good at that at times, but it also feels like when we're really engaged into what we're talking about, we kind of are just like, what do you mean we have to end? What the
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
So I just took that same energy and I was just like, okay, well, maybe this is enough for them to be like, what the? Okay, I guess. And then I was like, all right,
you were right.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, if,
I am
and-
shaking.
not even
and
joking.
stirring.
I mean, I can put on that mask and play that at times if you'd like me to. I don't
That's
like this.
scary,
Isn't like a
dude.
one-time thing. If you want me to be professional at stuff, I can be professional at stuff.
No,
it's not
it's-
impossible for me.
no,
to-
no,
Just be David.
David.
You could go back and forth too if you want.
David,
Like you could make-
I know we give you shit, but like I'm not. I don't.
No, I
like-
know.
yeah, I don't.
This is
I don't-
entirely from a position of love, by the way. I'm not saying anything derogatory about the position I have in my nonsensical ADHD, ADD, hypochondriac.
Good.
Let
Because
him,
Bullshit.
let him talk. I want to hear this.
I was just gonna say like we love you just the way you are. Like I don't want you to have to. I don't want you to feel like you have to like put on a mask to like
Oh no, I don't mean that proverbially. I mean that in a sense of a role to be played within a greater scheme of what we have to do, kind of thing. Not like hey, I can just hide all my sorrows behind this fictitious personality I've created for everybody.
Well, I mean that in the other way too. Like I think the show is at its best when we're all being ourselves. I don't necessarily think.
Are you saying this isn't me, Evan?
Oh no, he's Stop it, David. Stop.
Okay, I'll stop.
David, I've seen you like handle stuff and like get things. Like I've seen you like at your wedding. You were like on top of everything, and you were very like, that's. And I know you can be that, but I know you don't want to be that all the time. I know you just want to relax and just be, yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I was just concerned. I was just very like, I was like, something's wrong.
I feel kind of bad. I feel like I've taken some blocks from Jenga and like shaved them to be just beveled enough where they won't balance. And like, this is you setting it back up and it keeps falling over while you're setting it back up. It's
I mean, yeah,
that's
like
actually
now
what's happening. Yes.
I'm very, very concerned going forward. Like, I don't want to like push you into a box. Like I don't. I feel, now
How about
I feel,
this? How about this?
I feel kind of bad
approach. No, don't shut up. You're fine.
No, I do.
I still feel bad too.
Because it's like, well, no, because
oh my god, I should have been an actor. Okay,
no, it's David. It's because I didn't realize or I didn't think about it, but yeah, it's like we kind of just like assumed roles, and then we just kind of put you into that like rage monster like role without
it's
really
not that deep. It's really not that deep.
I mean, no, okay, well, it's that's where my headspace is now. So
what have I done?
You did this.
Jesus.
You did this.
Just title this. Hold on, I already got the title for it. I'll put it at the bottom of the title list.
Wait.
Yeah. I was gonna say like David Hijack or something.
I don't know. I thought I was a good actor. No, I suck. David is the.
Are you putting it? Oh, you're putting it at the bottom of the podcast.
The least. The
unraveling of David Ulysses Gifford.
That's
not your middle name,
or is it?
I thought it was.
Nah.
No,
Treasure fajitas. What? the hell?
You have to don't pronounce the J.
Well, I did pronounce the J.
No.
Fates?
Here. It's double J. It's not.
Oh, fajitas.
Fajitas.
There. Is that better?
Fajitas.
No.
How many? Okay.
Better.
What?
What? There.
Oh.
That's what I was trying to say. Don't say it aloud.
Oh. Okay.
What?
Okay.
My brain.
Oh my gosh. The unraveling of David
It's more like
Gifford.
the unraveling of Evan and Nathaniel.
Oh my gosh.
David.
I was gonna say
It's a podcast, guys. I'll first and foremost say I am actually genuinely like, if this was a bit jarring, I apologize. I did not know the power I wielded. I am genuinely
I didn't either. I'm still not even sure. Like,
what would help to
joking.
rest assured the circumstance for both of you? Because I genuinely feel like I need to reach back to a level ground here.
That didn't help.
I think.
What do you mean that didn't help?
Well, personally,
Who are you? Who am I?
Okay, here. Okay. What I
got this. Hold on.
What I think will be. Okay, hold on. Okay, what? What, David? I'm waiting.
I think he's still typing. David quotation marks. Are you crying?
That's it. That's the name of the episode.
Oh, he put it in. David.
The most used word in this episode.
But
David.
Oh God, we have to. What we have to do is the icon for the episode has to be a D. We have to change it.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good idea. There you go.
Yeah.
Can you? Oh, can you? Remember?
I'll put that in a note. Hold on.
Yeah. Can you? Whoever does that. Remember when we inverted the colors for one of them? Can you do a?
I don't think we ever inverted them. We just made alternates.
Didn't we do like a negative? I thought we did a negative for one of them.
I don't think we did a negative.
We should do a negative one for this with just D.
Yeah. I thought we did one, but yeah, we might have just didn't.
I don't think we should do. I don't think we should do negative. I think we should just do the D.
Do gray tone. Just do like a really strange. Do like a yellow filter gray tone. Just the most unsettling filter you could possibly find. The one for
a little bit of like noise, the noise filter, and also like make it a little bit shaky.
You should tilt it so like
make it very uncomfortable to look at.
I still think we should publish this episode. It's a very like.
I would be very disappointed if you didn't. That was the whole role of this.
Well, I mean, we're definitely. We're definitely going to now. So
yeah.
I mean, oh my God, I'm still reeling.
I'm still reeling. We're gonna have to stop this and actually start the next one.
We will. I'm impressed.
Yeah. Well, I have 3 minutes. So I've got a way to fix this. Okay. Here we go.
3 minutes to what?
I got for 30 minutes.
Oh, for 30 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a way to fix this? Go ahead, David.
One of us has to track the time. No, I'm kidding.
Are we finishing at 11?
I'm keeping track of the time. I see it.
TC Rockets.
It says 27 minutes.
Yeah, we've been recording for 27 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, was there a big wait? I have to remember. Hold on.
Well, let me write in my notes. Never trust David again.
Oh Jesus.
Oh Lord.
Well, I mean,
that was so jarring.
You're welcome. And also, I'm sorry. Here, I have something to fix this.
Okay. All right.
Okay, ready?
All right. Ready.
So, this is actually a story about my dad.
Perfect.
Yeah. So you know my dad, Evan, and a little bit Nathaniel. You know my dad.
Yeah,
he's a not patient guy.
I don't know. What does he look like?
Yeah. Imagine a.
It looks like David, but taller.
Yeah. Curlier hair.
I think you mean David, but tall.
Imagine semi like Irish black hair that's very curly. My dad had an afro at some time, but that's not the story. So my dad, when he was younger, he's an impatient guy, which isn't surprising because it's my dad. I get it from somewhere. But when he was going to high school, so he was an impatient person, and he always hated to do things that required waiting and things like that. So when he was younger in high school, he had a girlfriend at the time, and she was wanting to go to the high school the prom at their school. And my dad was kind of like refusing about it. And so at some point he kind of gave in and was like, fine. And he never done anything like that before because he was born and raised on a farm, and none of his other brothers ever did anything like that. So he kind of was like, what do I need to do? And so the girl he was dating at the time was like, okay, well, you need to go, you need to get a corsage and a suit, and, you need to, find a way to pick me up or some sort of transport of some kind. So he's like, okay, I guess I'll do that. So the thing is, when he went to, he also had to get tickets to the prom. So when he went to get tickets to the prom, there's a huge line that was there, and he was like, oh God. And he was telling me like, he thought he wasn't going to be able to get a ticket because by the time that he got up to the window, he was one of the last people there, and that was kind of the worry. And so luckily he did get a ticket, and he was just like, taken aback by the fact that like this whole ordeal is going down. So anyway, he goes and goes to the flower shop, the same thing happened because he's not from a big town. This is from south of Washington, D.C. at the time, in Maryland. And so it seems like every single time he went to do something, there would just be this swath of people. So he went to the flower shop and same thing. He was almost last, but he was able to get a corsage and it wasn't the best one. And then he went to get a suit rental, and unfortunately, he was the last one for that one, and he wasn't able to get one. So he had to borrow a suit from a friend of his in order to go to prom. And then he wanted to try and borrow a ride from somebody, and he tried to find some sort of available chauffeuring business of some kind. There wasn't any, so he just kept waiting, and had these like tests of patience the whole time. And so finally, all this stuff cultivates. He gets a suit, corsage, has the tickets. He gets this, this thing to go and pick up his date at the time, and picks him up.
If there is a punchline at the end of this, I swear.
So he goes and they get there, and it's very crowded. And when he gets in, his date at the time is like, "Hey, I really appreciate this. I know you really didn't want anything to do with this. If you want to, we don't really have to do any dancing or anything like that. And, all we can do is just kind of like hang out, and then we can leave at some point." He's like, "That sounds good." And then she says, "Yeah, would you do me a favor and go grab some of the punch?" And my dad says, "Okay, sure." And, it's pretty crowded. And so he walks up to the table where all the punch is, and there's no punchline. Thanks for listening, everybody. If in case you want to hear more of these, you can go ahead and go onto our Twitter, as well as our Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, as well as YouTube. You can find all of our older content and as well as some of our newer content.
So good.
And we would be able to produce more if you listen more. So if you can, that would be fantastic. Again, my name has been David.
My name is Evan, I guess.
I think I'm Nathaniel. I'm pretty sure. The kids call me Mr. Nathaniel, but not my kids. The kids I work with. And I don't mean in like a sweatshop where,
Yeah.
I work with kids at a school, okay?
We have not talked
a
once
normal
about
job.
We have not talked once about our lives these last couple of years, and we've just been talking like nothing's happened, and I love that.
Yeah. I work with a bunch of little brats. They're so cute, and sometimes I want to punch them, but that's illegal, and also I don't really want to.
Anyway.
I am Nathaniel. Okay. We're tuning into this.